Welcome to the first CSD head-to-head of the season. Today's players are Michael Thomas versus AJ Green. The players have the same status in their respective teams. They are both the #1 wide receiver at New Orleans and Cincinnati. The reason they are pinned against each other is their similar ADP as wide receivers 7 and 5. First, let's take a look at Michael Thomas. From the Saints' opportunity pool and market share, Thomas will see 108 projected targets with 79 receptions. That is a lot lower than his 121 targets and 92 catches from last year. For more on why this is the case, check out the Saints score projections with links in the top right corner. His most targeted zone last year was the short left, with 48% of all targets coming in that zone. His most productive zone is the deep right, with 2.4 more yards per throw than other zones. These zones are important to keep in mind during the season against teams with weaknesses in those areas. He is projected to score 7.4 touchdowns next year. Now let's take a look at AJ Green. From the Bengals' opportunity pool and market share, Green gets 122 projected targets with 74 receptions. That is higher than his 100 targets and 66 catches from last year, which is no surprise since these projections are for 16 games and he got hurt last year. His most targeted zone of his career is the short right, with 32% of all targets coming in that zone. His most productive zone is the deep middle, with 2.5 more yards per throw to that zone than any other. And once again, these are important to keep in mind during the season. He is projected to score 7.1 touchdowns next year. Now let's have a look at how they perform in different situations. Average fantasy points when playing at home. Green is the better player when playing at home with quite a bit. However, Thomas is better away, which is surprising considering who's his quarterback. Thomas is a lot worse when playing teams from the AFC compared to Green. And it again changes when Thomas is better when playing the NFC. Green is a beast when the Bengals are winning. With that said, not saying that Thomas is bad. Thomas, however, is a little bit more even when it comes to winning or losing compared to Green. Thomas' favorite game is an away game versus a team from the NFC that you think the Saints will beat, while Green is playing at home against the AFC while winning. Looking at the player's personal score projection, the advantage goes to Green over the entire season with 116.4 points versus 104.1. When I adjust for the quarterback tendencies, however, it gets a little closer. The advantage is still Green's, but only with 2.4 points over the course of the season. Looking at their one-game ceiling, the advantage again goes to Green with 2.4 points, which is a fun coincidence. When we take a look at their floor, Thomas finally gets a win. He wins it with 0.7 points, which is huge for early round picks in my book, since for me, safety is key. For the conclusion, if we disregard Michael Thomas's small sample size, he would have been my pick due to the higher floor. When we take sample size into consideration, however, Green is my guy. Green has both the higher one-game ceiling and a higher score projection while adjusting for quarterback and his personal one. So my pick is AJ Green. Thank you very much for watching the first CSD head-to-head of the season, and as always, the spreadsheets are dark and full of terror.